Yeah, you do. No, it's
You look
just...
kind of angry, but are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You good?
Yeah.
It seems like something just happened.
No.
Okay.
Or it just slop or whatever, or...
No, it's fine. It's nothing.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be the next prize thing, to be honest. I think it's going to be a big one.
But if anything...
I literally, like, I'm now at the point, sorry, I'm really, really not going to cry, but I'm really at the point where I really need a fucking letter right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm literally on the verge of...
You don't need to apologize if you want to cry.
No, I don't want to. I know I'll cry more on this slop week. I'm an idiot for fucking not using my slop pass, but I was trying to be strategic about it.
It'll be a smart move in the long run. Tough for this week.
And then I really fucking need my letter from home.
I do feel like if it's a memory challenge, though, for later, the person with the most faults would have the best memory of what they lost. So it's just like you fucked up the most, here's a prize.
Oh, you think? Yeah, that's
well,
true.
I don't have a fucking clue what was in her little pink bag. She knows each individual thing.
That's true.
Well, I guess that it can't be a memory thing because really we don't know what any of those things are.
That's true. Are you sure you don't want to come on the hammock, Lovey?
No, I'm gonna go eat something.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna go eat some slop.
Oh. Okay. Well, if you decide you want to share what's on your mind, let us know. Fuck. I wish I brought my joggers like that.
Yeah, they're super comfy.
Anyways, I'm over it.
Yeah.
We're good. I love you, Arlie. As much as you can love somebody in 5 weeks.
Did you say you
Almost
love me?
6, yeah.
I love you.
I'm grateful for you here. I'm sorry if the last 24 hours I've made that harder on you.
No.
Just felt a little desperate and I was clinging and reaching and grabbing, but I'm over it.
I think I did a little bit of work. I literally haven't had a chance to talk to John yet, but in the grand scheme of things, I may have talked him into not backdooring him, which was going to be the original plan.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have a shot at veto now. If they're actually...
Mm-hmm.
She seems pretty convinced that it's a better idea to just put him up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I played the whole, it could be an instant eviction, it could be an instant eviction, you don't want to miss your chance, she wants to make a big move, you don't want to miss your chance. And they could just say it's an instant eviction right after the regular nominations, and then bam, if you don't put them up, it's over.
Who were they going to put up and then backdoor on with?
That was never etched in stone. It was between...
Because John was saying things to me today that made me feel like it was going to be me and...
No, you were never
No,
going
right?
to talk.
Because Heather did say to me that, because when I went to the bathroom in her room for like an hour, because I fucking couldn't go, I came out and I said, look, baby, I know you're going to have lots of people in your ear. I said, the only thing I want you to know is whatever happens this week, we're still good. And, you don't need, you and I really don't talk games. You don't need me telling you what to do. I know you guys already have some plans going on. So, and I just gave her a hug and she was like, oh, thank you. And she said, I promise you, you're not on my radar at all. I do not want you to leave this game.
That is true words she spoke.
Yeah.
It was always between Sabrina, Allison, and Rochelle. Again, I really don't.
In the end, what I'm just going to tell John is I'm just going to say, look, I know you're pissed off that I was campaigning for Kenny, but if it was Netta, you would have done the same thing, so don't hold that against me. There's nothing different about how I feel about you or blah, blah, blah. It is a game.
He's honestly not that pissed off.
Yeah, that's
like,
good.
I'm not making that up.
Because he did, like, we had a very kind of honest talk on the hammock, and I just said, look, this is genuinely how I see it, and although I do want Kenny to stay, there is a part of me that knows that if Sabrina or Ro or Allison do go up, that they're probably pretty fucked. We're not fucked. but there's a
Yeah.
good possibility that John could go home, so that's not a lie.
Mm-hmm.
The only lie is that I really don't know that Kenny would not put him up as well.
Kenny would so
Do you know what I
put him up.
mean?
John thinks that.
I know.
We haven't talked today, but
I know.
they know their lies to each other are just lies. Both of them know that. Kenny was
Totally.
laughing that John went up to him yesterday morning, and tried to do that whole, let's have each other's back at least for a week or two.
I know. And Kenny gets mad at me when I try to talk him into.
Yeah, he's just like,
Trusting
Kenny's,
John, but-
John's lying.
Yeah.
And again, John knows that too. There'd be no convincing him. But when, like the other day, John, it was yesterday probably, John was like, so like, Mumsy kind of wants, I guess you had been talking about how you want Kenny to stay. She's like, so Mumsy wants Kenny to stay. Bro, you just have to look at it from her point of view. Kenny's always had her, like, it's obvious. So I was like, Kenny's always had her back, and I have her back, and you have her back. Wouldn't she rather 3 people having her back than 2? And he's like, yeah, that makes sense. He's not mad. He knows it makes sense.
I know. But I did tell him, I did say, it did upset me that you kicked me out of the game over Heather, because I know you're in this for personal alliance with her. And I wish he just would have come up with something clever to say back to me to make me feel like I wasn't at the bottom of that list.
He couldn't have. Because the other people don't know about you.
I know, but that's why I wish he would have said that instead of... Do you know what I mean? I was saying things specifically to try and get him to tell me exactly what you just said, which is like, Mumsy, I kept you as long as I possibly could, which is what he did. But the thing is, my other alliance does not know about you, and I knew that no matter what you'd be safe. He didn't say that.
Yeah. Well, just from my point of view, there's an absolute 0% chance he has Heather more than you. Like, just 0. But for saving face, he couldn't have.
I know, and I know
You just
that
wish he had said
logically.
that.
I just wish that he knew why he had done it. And it seems like he's still very confused.
I just feel like he's not good at explaining things.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. Once Kenny's gone, he'll know where my loyalty is, and he won't be worried anymore, and that's sad.
Kenny could very, very well stay though.
I know, and I'm not getting my hopes up on that.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I've tried for 24 hours. He's already told me outside of this game 1,000,000% he will never hold anything against me. And so emotionally I'm clear. And and I tried really hard. I really did try really hard.
1,000,000,000% outside of this game.
No, I know that.
You did try as hard as you fucking
I did.
can.
I came up with the only logical reasons to keep him, and it still didn't work. So
It's Kenny's fault,
I
though.
will tell you though that John did say some things to me that leads me to believe that he might, I do. This is not me saying that I don't want it to be you, me, and John at the end, because I do. But I'm a little bit worried that he's catching on to your real safe position in the game. Just so you know.
Yeah, that's
just
fine.
so that we can be cautious and cognitive of it.
Yep. I'm not naive enough to think that.
No, for sure. He's not an idiot, right?
No, even all of them though, like, they get, for as long as my spot's not blown up, I'm in a very good spot. But as soon as I get blown up, I go drop huge on the list. I get that. It'll happen eventually. I don't expect to ride it out too much longer at all, to be honest. If I get another week or two out
And
of
the
it.
brilliant part about you guys putting Roe up there is that you could easily blame Sabrina for the change of Roe. It's going to be so easy. So that's good. So I hate it, because then it does make it easier for you to eliminate Grumpy Paw, but at the same time, it's brilliant for us.
No, it doesn't make it any easier. Well, like...
No, like
it was
easier, like
happening
you
either.
wont...
Yeah.
Easier, like...
The repercussion would be easier. That's the only thing. The voting would never
And
change.
Sabrina's going to be in the worst spot, because she's not going to be able to tell us. She's not going to want to tell Ro that she fucking voted to eliminate her. But she's not going to want us to think she went against
No, I know.
her side.
It's so fucking funny.
It's going to be horrible. She's going to have the worst week of her life.
It's literally fucking hilarious. But, yeah. I don't know. I feel like if Kenny wins veto, that's the best thing that could happen for us. And I know, like, my side completely wants him gone. Ours. Like, you're in that way more than you understand.
I know. You have to understand. It's very
It's
difficult.
trust. And in a game like this, it's fucked to trust. But, like, you're not even close to you're last on their list. And then once that list gets to the end, it gets reworked. It literally just does. And I think there's a fucking great
Are
chance.
you going to keep one of those two idiots to the end because you know that they're not going to give them the money?
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with you and John. That's my plan. I think it would just be obvious if I was doing that, and you guys aren't stupid.
Well, no, it makes sense for all of us to think about it.
I think it makes more sense. I legitimately think it makes more sense to have a solid alliance to the final three than to crack, because if you crack and there's two of the idiots and they outnumber you, you're fucked, and they take each other to the end.
You don't think that if John wins HOH after fucking we take out Netta? I just hope somebody else takes out Netta. I would love for...
Yeah, there's so many scenarios where we get off scot-free.
I know.
Like to answer your question, though, because I've thought a lot about every scenario. In my mind, it makes way more sense for three strong players to go head-to-head at that point than to have a chump or two left in. If a bad player wins, I'm not going to the end. I'm not. I have a chance with you two to go to the end if one of you guys wins. I don't have a chance if a bad player goes. And I can't... I want to have as much control in this game as possible. And I, honest to God, believe with you and John, I have the most trust in you two. And I have for a long time had the most trust in you two. And then we can fucking duke it. I can see how that's a concern, obviously, in a game like this.
That's why I'm so grateful for you, because I feel like I can, like I know I've told you this before, but I feel like I can honestly tell you the absolute truth, and you're not going to hold it against me. You're just going to let me say it, and then you're going to help me look at it logically and put it into perspective, and that's so refreshing in here.
And that's how we have this trust.
That's why I want you to know you are really my number one, because I can't do that. I can't do that with Kenny. I can't tell him everything that's actually going on.
Yep. I wonder what's up his ass right now.
Who knows? He did look really pissed.
What?
He looked really pissed. But I can't help him
And,
anymore.
he was really choosing his words carefully there.
I know, which is weird, because it's us, and we're the only two people, because I know he trusts you 1,000,000,000,000%. It's just, that's part of the guilt. Oh, my stomach just feels so bad.
But there's nothing,
I know, sweetie, I know.
Yeah. It's not like you're stabbing him in the back. You're doing the exact opposite.
I know, I just feel like I am, just by knowing what I know.
Yeah, I guess. All that would do is hurt yours and mine game exposing it.
I know.
And I'm not just saying that to try and convince you not to.
I know that, and I honestly, what's keeping me believing it is that knowing that he's target number one, he's likely not going to make it to the end, and if
it's impossible.
He knew that by us blowing our game, we had a chance to not go to the end. I know, as grumpy and as crazy as he can be sometimes, I know he wouldn't want us to do that. Yeah. I know he would want us to go to the end.
Yeah, I believe that also.
Because that's how I genuinely feel.
Oh, fuck, I don't want to see a chump win this game. That would be the most devastating thing ever. Fucking Netta and Adele make it to the final two.
Yeah.
I would fucking have a hard time sleeping after this game.
Yeah.
Legitimately. Try not to bring my emotions in the house, but outside of the house, when I don't have to fucking bottle them up, God, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
Oh my God, Arlie, you have no idea how much I miss my family.
I don't have any idea.
Like, honestly, if you guys, my husband is unreal.
I believe it. You're a fucking...
I know you're supposed to say that, but he really, really is.
Honestly, I believe it. And I know this, I never want you to feel like I'm fake pumping your tires, but for him to have a woman like you, he would legitimately have to be the most badass person in the world. Because you could fucking... You just deserve the most badass person in the world. And it's sick that you found it. Just think of how sick that is, though. I don't have that yet. I hope I do find someone that I feel like is a 10 out of 10 in every category like you feel about Jason. It's so cool. That's one thing I'm scared about in life, is actually not finding that person.
Well, the thing I'll tell you is, we've been together for 10 years, and it hasn't always been like that. You know, we've gone through lots of stuff, and that's why I even feel luckier, because there were a number of times where we could have both just said, screw it. and we didn't, and we worked through it, and now I couldn't, like, love him more now. And of course, you know, you feel so much more when you're away from them, but I felt this way even through the last bit of the process. I remember thinking to myself, I know I want to go to Big Brother because my relationship is in the best place it's ever been, so I'm the most comfortable to leave it. But at the same time, am I an idiot? Like, literally, we've been through everything. We're in the best place we've ever been. I fucking up and leave. It's crazy. I just really hope that this is not hard on him.
It's probably cool for him, though, to see how much you care about him, because he knows how much you care about him, but this is a different way of seeing it. And it's blatantly obvious how you feel about him to everyone and anyone in the house and out of the house. So that would be cool. If I had a woman that thought about me like that, fuck, I wouldn't need another thing in the world. I literally wouldn't. You're doing him justice. Now, how do we completely sabotage Sabrina's game even more than
She's doing it to herself. Do you know that when we were told to pack all our bags and bring them downstairs, that she whispered to Ro? She whispered to Ro, I'm so sorry, you'll understand when you watch the episodes. I love you, I'm so sorry.
actually heard this?
She told me.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
No, she didn't tell me, but Ro came up to her and was like, what are you saying? Why did you say all that? Why did you say that to me? Because she thinks she's so right.
Oh, right. The one thing that pissed me off so fucking much was when Arissa asked her about her prediction and how she'd got it right, and she got to be so proud about it. I almost wanted to go up to a camera and spit out 300 predictions and be like, you know which ones to show now. Like, that's all she does.
Kenny said to me that, because she told Kenny that, like, that's who she told about this prediction, and Kenny said it never happened. She said something about Canada choosing, maybe Canada's going to get to choose something.
Yeah.
But it was not exactly the prediction.
Oh, man. Yeah, who's going to guess Canada's literally head of household?
No, exactly. Come on now.
But I wouldn't be surprised if
But
she
it's
guessed
like
it. Stop clock's right twice a
We
day.
all fucking predict a million things, and if one of them is right, it's like, oh, I predicted that. Like, no. Get over yourself.
That's so funny she whispered that.
I wanted to be so much more like her, but when I was the sock puppet, and they probably were.
Good job.
Okay, because she was getting pissed off at me at one point. She actually said to me, Sabrina, because she's being me, Sabrina, you're gonna give things away if you keep doing that. And I'm like, oh my god, you're fucking trying to tell me what to do, even fucking as me. Like, shut up.
That's why I'm
Sabrina, we shouldn't say bad things about other house guests in case they catch on to something.
Oh my.
And I'm like, no, that's not me. You're not being me there.
Yeah.
You're still being your narcissistic you.
Mm-hmm. I literally feel like I got punished the worst out of the whole bag thing strictly because she didn't lose stuff. I was so happy that when I saw the 4 bags, I literally was like, oh, she fucked up. Sweet. This is going to be awesome. And I know for a fact viewers will think that. And when they see what happens, especially male viewers, they'll feel like they got kicked in the nuts. Like,
I know.
oh, so she lost 7 hair elastics.
I know.
We should literally just do a redo, and it should be 5 times per 1 mistake.
Agreed.
21 mistakes is a million. It's 5 times worse than anyone. It's 10 times more than me. And she loses hair elastics. And obviously that's what you should have taken. It's not you.
Oh no, like, yeah, she would have fucking lost her shit on me.
Yeah. But the big man didn't think that one through. Well,
Yeah.
no.
You okay, baby?
It's honestly all good. A billion
here's
percent
the
from
thing.
the
I
two
know
of
you
us.
feel horrible, but nobody important is mad at you.
Yeah, we are cool 1,000,000,000%.
Oh,
Yay.
it is open. Yay.
Well, if I wasn't going up on the block, I'm going up now.
Don't worry, Lovey.
Don't worry.
Whoever. I don't care if I go home at this point.
I think like 60% of us feel that way,
Legit,
except for
though.
Arlie. Arlie's
I
like,
don't wanna
yes,
leave."
you should all go home.
I like today earlier I was like I don't want to leave, but now I just feel like this is like I'm getting punished for eating a fuzzy peach. Like, what kind of world do we live in?
I know.
It's kind of a sick
You know
joke.
what? Here,
Don't worry about it, though.
this
we
is
don't
how
care.
I try to think about it, because there have been moments that I cannot share that I felt like, what the fuck is going on? And I felt like just screaming and yelling and being like, I'm a fucking grown woman. But then what I'm trying to think about it is like, pretend and act like this is your job. Like right now, this is our job. And in your job, there are rules. And in this job, the rules are absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
But it's still our job, and we still have
I
to
just got
follow
fired.
rules. Well, I'm not good. That's why I'm
You got put on
That's why I'm self-employed, because I'm not good with following rules.
temporary suspension.
And I'm temporarily working for someone again, and someone whose rules I do not enjoy. But
Do you guys think it's gonna
that's
be
the only, honestly, that's the only way that
instant
keeps me
tomorrow or
sane.
normal?
No fucking clue.
We have no idea. Honestly, my guess is it's probably not instant. That's my guess. That's my assumption.
Maybe Canada has a veto or something.
Because I had this really good idea that they wouldn't have put us on slop, and they wouldn't have given HOH a giant bottle of vodka if it was going to be instant.
That was my idea.
But I don't know. I did think at first. I just don't think now. I think the reason the HOH got her room was because of everything that's happened today, the bags and blah, blah, blah. And there's probably going to be a few more fun twists like that, fun twists this week, I think.
And
maybe a mission, maybe a reward.
Yeah.
But what was the point of that big thing?
I think it was what we said upstairs, which is the memorizing the items. But
Really?
Arlie brought up a good point that, like the 21 items, most people
I would have no
aren't going to
clue
know
what's in a
what's
little
in
makeup
Sabrina's
bag.
little
Yeah.
makeup bag, but she's going to know it. So
So it's like
It's
if you messed up the
possible it may not.
most, you would have the easiest time.
maybe it's just numbers. Who got
Yeah, how many?
called into the DR, and how many times did Allison mess up, and that you have to answer it.
Who knows?
Just don't be phased about the fuzzy peach.
Yeah,
Any of us
I
could have
know.
done it.
I just feel shitty. I feel like I'm gonna go home. I just want to go home now.
Oh, honey, you're not going home, baby. We talked about that already. You're not the
No, I
target.
really
You know
think
that.
I am.
You're not the target, and you know that's not what's going to happen.
I wouldn't, yeah. Let's see how it plays out.
This place.
I agree. That's why every time somebody says that, I love thinking about Kenny lying there with his one-liner. That one will never leave me.
No.
That's awesome.
Another effing day in this
Yeah.
goddamn house.
And another reason why she could have got the room a day before would be
No, probably not. No, I don't even let him answer.
to legitimately make us think it's going to be an instant. If it's going to be an instant, I think it's supposed to be an actual surprise. So why not just wait till the next day to give her her key? But doing it the day before, we're like, every time something's different, we come up with a million scenarios
Yeah.
why it's different.
Like when they don't give us the order,
Yeah.
we're losing it.
Losing
Yeah.
our shit. So they're like, it just makes sense. Give her the key a day early, let them lose their fucking minds, and then nothing happened.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go see if Sabrina wants to go outside.
Yeah.
It's open now.
Just don't take it too hard, Roro.
Thanks,
You're
guys.
good.
I
We
really
love you.
appreciate it.
I actually hate Sabrina.
I 90% of the time hate her, and 10% of the time I actually feel kind of sorry for her. Because I feel like if I lived my life as insecure as she, forget about the game and the lies, she's seriously, severely insecure person. even with her just neediness over friendship, like that's the thing that pushed me away the most with Sabs. And anybody in the outside world knows that if you're like a needy friend where you get possessive or jealous that I have other friends, or you're like super needy in any way, I'm like, retreat.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, that was the worst thing.
Yeah. If we were in the outside, it'd be different. Again, whenever I say anything is
She's
game
the same
related.
outside though.
No, I know. I wouldn't be friends with her, but I would have talk with her to try to benefit her life, like I do with anyone.
Arlie, you guys think the hot tub is out too?
100%.
Yeah.
That would definitely be. They would just cut well, I think the heat's just cut off to it.
No, it's still on. I just checked it.
But it was maybe the heat just got cut. Like,
I mean,
I don't know.
we should definitely check
Use
because
it.
I'd love to have a bath in there later.
you're allowed to. Nothing was said about the hot tub.
No, that's what I mean. So
Yeah, I just think maybe the heat's cut off and it'll get
the
colder
last
and
time They
colder.
didn't cut it off the heat. All they did was just turn it down to 65.
Okay.
Because then when me and Kyle went out there, I was like, did you fucking idiots turn it down to 65? They're like, no.
Yeah.
And then a couple hours later, it was like, oh yeah, bro.
Well, then hop on in, bro.
No, yeah, I'm gonna fuck it. I am. They already heard us talking about it fucking out there.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Just so you guys know, you don't have to dive in and check the third puck. I checked if there was anything on the back side of it.
Nothing.
Just in case someone was going to be pretty crazy and do that. But, you know
Be
what?
pretty crazy,
I'm
like
going to
you.
go in the swimming pool and then go to the hot tub.
Good call.
Do it.
Meatball.
Bad bitches.
Oh, yeah, again.
Oh!
Look at him.
I know you got some tricks there.
I have to be careful when I say things because, like, everything I say is game related. I don't hate Sabrina.
Oh, fuck. First of all,
I hate
you
her in
can
this
say
game.
whatever the fuck you want.
No,
to
I
me.
literally, because that's not what I meant. I hate her in this game. On the outside, we just wouldn't be friends. And I don't hate anyone. Everyone can live their own life the way the fuck they want.
I know.
It's
I actually
just-
really kind of like Deli Meatball. Like, I think on the outside world we'd be buddies.
I fucking love Deli.
I know. I don't want him to go to the end, but I fucking...
Oh, but the thing, again,
He has an edge to
I
him for
separate
sure.
my game from the outside. He does not deserve
But don't
to
you
go
think
to the
that
end
we
of this
would be
game.
friends still in the outside world?
Me and you?
I think we would actually.
I don't even say think.
I know.
You're literally like,
I know, it's just
you're
because...
so much like me though, with how you think, how you act, how like you're a very sexual person. Like I like that in people because I find that people who aren't, I'm like, what kind of, what-
I know, like, calm down.
yeah, like
What's
Jesus.
stuck up your ass?
It's very important to be sexual. That's just so many different things though. Your sense of humor, how you're caring and empathetical, all those things. I feel like we're aligned. We have the same sense of humor. You laugh at my jokes more than anyone.
Well,
And I like that.
I love your craziness. Like, I know some people...
Maybe
know,
a
don't get me
little
wrong.
bit much.
My husband, too, he's very on all the time. And
Yeah.
so sometimes I'm just like, whoa. But I don't know. I like people that laugh at life. I like people that don't take things too seriously.
Yeah.
And I think when you surround yourself in real life with those kind of people, you are a very happy person.
See, that's the thing. We think so much alike. Everything you just said, I agree with 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
And I know you're that type of person too.
Yeah.
Just because of how you take a piss out of everything.
Yeah.
That's what That's what you have to do. Why be serious and sad and
Yeah.
grumpy when you can be happy and jokey and have a
Yeah.
good time?
Yeah.
You get to decide. It's not like someone else decides. It's your brain.
I know.
You can laugh at something or you can let it fuck you up.
Yeah.
Or you can crack a joke about something or you can take it seriously.
Yeah.
Why not just be fun and funny?
Yeah.
That's what attracted me to your personality at the beginning.
I have my moments for sure. I mean, even this morning, it took that dance party to kind of pull me out of my, okay, calm down.
That was today, wow.
Oh my gosh, I know.
The days in here.
Craziness.
I'll never be able to compare, like no one will ever understand.
No. except
How has
us.
that happened since then? Oh, they have to. I have to keep talking about them. The punishment should be redone. Not Rochelle's. It just has to be.
I know, but then again, there's probably something we haven't even thought of as to what's happening.
I honestly don't think so.
I think the punishment was just fucking packing our bags and unpacking them.
No, that is for sure a part of it. We were supposed to believe that it was an instant eviction, all that stuff was part of it, but I honestly, because if you think of the punishment beforehand, it's hilarious. But then once you see it play out, you're like, oh, I guess if it's only one item, like once you opened up your thing and you had 700 items of jewelry, it's just like, okay, like,
I know.
oh,
I was
these.
telling her like take any. I would have said to her take any one of those items.
Did you actually not know that there was negotiations between you two? Or was that just
I
for show?
swear I didn't realize it, if I was like, it's kind of instinct to, like when you're looking through someone's stuff, but I honestly didn't realize if she was saying yes or no.
She kept nodding at things.
Was she?
And I was just like, okay, I just wanted Big Brother to be like, items doubled.
Yeah. No, that would have been funny.
I hate when they're so strict about things and then nothing's done. It's just
Well, I
like,
think that's what pisses me off about the last challenge, right? Is they were so set on do not hit your buzzer, like wait till the end of the question. So I really thought if somebody didn't listen to that, the question should have fucking ended.
yeah.
That really is honestly how it should have been.
The reason why I don't let it work me up, and in the outside world I really, really would let it work me up, is because this game is not fair.
No.
And it's not supposed to be fair.
And
though.
exactly, if I...
What?
Oh no, we're just talking about how the game is not fair.
Yeah.
And how it's just meant to be not fair.
Yeah.
In every way.
In every way possible.
Heather's pissed at me.
Why? What'd you say?
She's the one that said everything's fine.
No, she just told me she was pissed at me.
Oh my god, you get
the bathroom.
you get your booze back in 2 days. What did she say?
She's like, I'm not gonna tell you it's okay when I'm upset, and I'm gonna take a warm shower.
Don't worry
Alright.
about it.
Not gonna take a warm shower because she can't look good for the POV or something.
That's such
I don't even care.
Because she can't have a warm shower before the POV?
Like she says she's not gonna look good for POV. So she was upset.
Okay, I'm gonna have her smell my puffy peach in 2 days and tell her fucking seriously, calm down.
Literally was rolling her eyes so backwards. Our pulse almost got stuck in the back of her head to Adele when I was on the bed. I hate, like,
Wait, she was rolling her eyes at you? About
because I
what?
was not so happy.
Are they all mad up there?
I don't give a fuck. Seriously, I don't give a fuck. Instead of victim, I don't give a
It
fuck.
is what it is.
I don't know, like, there's awful people in this place, and I'm over it. 1, 2,
Okay, I need to
3.
go outside.
John's giving me looks of
Feel
death.
free to come outside if you guys want.
Nobody.
He's giving you looks of death?
I don't know. I
I
haven't
haven't been out.
He's giving me looks of death. Why is there no boundary?
That's the thing that gets me through, though, is the game's not
What do you
meant to
mean
be
looks
fair.
of death?
So I just accept that as anything
What
that
do you do?
that happens that is extremely, extremely unfair. Like, yeah, maybe this is a specific test to me because it's known how I feel about this game, and maybe this one is a specific test, hoping that I crack. And I'm not gonna crack about stuff like that. One other thing that literally riled me up so much, it's not even funny, and it's because of how much I want Sabrina to not succeed at certain things because of how big her head is. When Rochelle told her she had plenty of time in the POV competition, that is legitimately saying, hey, guess what? John took a long...
No, I'm staying outside.